I could tell you with great precision that teachers are afraid of AI. Why? Because it's too much work to get it to do what you want in teaching.
So if you're trying to get something done in a quote-unquote timely manner, and if you're telling ChatGPT or one of the other models to do X, Y, Z, and it keeps giving you ABC every single time, that is when it becomes frustrating and annoying when you have to keep correcting it over and over and over.
You think that people should just understand that AI is not a Swiss Army knife and shit? That is the problem. They think it's a Swiss Army knife. Welcome to the Trinitech Cast. This is episode 101 on the 9th of February 2025. You are here, we are here. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Mr. Charles, Andre Charles from makeITsimpleTT. My first co-host, day one, is Akeem there, and he's here in purple, Barneying it out. Because I don't know if anybody know the Barney reference anymore. That's an aged thing.
No.
So,
No, it's
okay,
a new and improved revamp Barney that on YouTube right now. Yeah.
Oh, you're playing with my... Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah,
all right.
Is it still purple?
Yes, yeah, he's still purple.
Well,
he gets slimmer. I know if he probably went on Ozempic.
Let me look at let me Google new Barney.
What are we having right yet? So that's our second co-host there, Michaela Noel. She is the diversity edition that we had. And I hope you all get that joke, because if you all think I'm sexist or racist or feminist or whatever ist, you shouldn't be listening to the podcast. We love everybody
Pressure.
here. Yeah. So it's episode 101. Last week was one of those weeks where I can't remember what I do. That was y'all, my son starting to make money off of 3D printing.
I mean, that kind of reminiscent of you making money off burning CDs.
Burning CDs, yes, that is totally correct. Yes. So he come home a day and say, Daddy, I want to print this thing. This thing from Squid Game. The thing was... It's kind of like Jax, where it had a land on your hand. I don't know if you watch Squid Game too.
I never watched Squid Game.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
Me
Okay,
neither.
cool. Anyhow, but he got an order to print it, and I had to go and find... No, he found it, and he printed it, and he asking me questions about how the printer does work. And I was be like, look at you, you're interested now. When I hear the amount of money he getting for printing them things, I was like...
you wanna come in too?
Well, the deal was if we ever turn, because originally I told him he could turn it into a business if he wanted, and he could use the printer. And I was telling him, well, it's 40%. So I was like, wait, you robbing people? How you feel about yourself? Like, I'm making somebody pay that amount of money. But yeah, nonetheless, he into the 3D printer now. So I spent a lot of time tuning it and things to make sure that his prints come out properly, because he can't sell things with that kind of looking trash, you know. So that was my techiness for the week. That my 3D
That's
printer
more
is rocking.
entrepreneurial too, yeah. But
Yeah. I want him to kind of understand that, if you want money, you have to find ways to make it, because I not going to give you all the money that you want in life. It's not going to work out that way. Yeah. What about you, Akeem?
Nah, this week was more meetings and... Well, I mean...
It's 2 weeks of meetings you have?
Yeah, right. This week was just meetings and trouble. It had one or two things to try and troubleshoot and tune, and, well, this weekend, I'm working on some things for tomorrow.
Right.
Kind of technical things for tomorrow.
Understood. And what about you, Michaela?
Just work. All I did last week was work. So I guess that's quote unquote techie.
But you don't have a tech hub, a tech side hustle or something like that. They just be I just do this thing for fun. Yeah.
Oh, I played this game on Steam. It's called Cult of the Lamb. Now hear me out. It's an indie game. It's actually really, really fun. Like, it popped off during the pandemic. So I put in 12 hours in the last week alone.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I just sat on my Steam Deck and I played games for like 4 hours a night.
Wow. Yeah. High efficiency. Yeah.
And I remember something I do. So I bought a NVMe drive about 2 years now.
You daddy drive yourself about for like eons now, yeah. You install it?
I finally install it. Yeah. So I open up the
what? I'll make you install it.
Open up my
you open up the desktop and it had real dust in it, or?
Boy, real dust. Let me do look to it working. Let me do look to yeah. But the way the GPU big, so I kind of had to turn it to the side, and then my hand was kind of too big to go into unscrew it. So it's like,
and you didn't want to take out everything just to put out in. You're just trying to find a way to get it in as it is, eh? Yeah. I know that pain. I think I understand that pain, but good for you. Now you have 2 terabytes to install more games that you won't play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how your life goes. All right, Olia. So today's show is going to be based on 2 local, ones and international. And what could go wrong with teachers and AI? Olia, if I start a rant, just slow me down, right? Slow me down, because it could get rantish. Tobago internet redundancy with a satellite. That's from B-Mobile, I believe. And Samsung and Apple, they are one and the same, because the S25 and S24, they're not just brothers. I think they were like, what's called the twins when they
paternal.
When they paternal twins. No, not Siamese twins. Like, the one is a boy, one is a girl, but they still
paternal.
Yeah, paternal twins. That's what I think. But I won't say anything until we talk about it, because we may have different views on it. So let's go to our first story, which is what could go wrong with teachers and AI. Well, you probably made it this far in the podcast. That means you probably like technology a lot and like to at least hear us talk about technology. And that also means you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a website built or an app built or some sort of technology integrated in their business. If you want to help them out, you could send them to makeITsimpleTT, send them to us. And we have business services that range from building websites to building apps to invoicing systems to ensuring that technology is used in your company to installation of routers, buying things online. So you could check us out, 308-8799. You could check our services out, or you could go to makeITsimpleTT.com and see some of the things that we've done and maybe give a recommendation to our website built or something like that. Back to the podcast. So this is an Instagram video because I'll explain. As usual with the Ministry of Education and ministry sites, they'll put links inside Instagram and think that it's clickable or some kind of thing like that. Or maybe it was posted on Facebook and the link was clickable there, but on Instagram it wasn't. Whatever the case is, there's a video. So let's watch the video. That's not... There's no way to go back on a video on Instagram on the web, so yes, I'll just watch it from the start.
The Ministry of Education is embarking on AI sensitization sessions during the month of February 2025. These sessions, led by the Teacher Training and Professional Development Unit, are designed to provide teachers and administrators with a foundational understanding of the potential of AI to impact pedagogy, testing, administrative, and other aspects of education. Subsequent to this, specialized training on various AI tools will be scheduled. Through its newly established Teacher Training Unit, the Ministry of Education continues to provide structured opportunities for the professional development of the nation's teachers and school administrators.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
I like the music.
No, that is the generic Instagram music. All right, let's just call that out one time. And that's footage from COVID times, because you can see they were socially distanced and everybody has on a mask.
Yeah.
So you pull footage from 2020 to do AI sensitization sessions. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the actual meat of the matter. They're going to train teachers and administrators to sensitize them on the potential of AI in teaching. I'm a teacher. I am close enough with many administrators of different schools, principals and HODs and all those different things, and all the kind of drama and whatnot. I could tell you with great, I don't know, solidity or whatever the word is, precision, that teachers are afraid of AI. Why? Because it's too much work to get it to do what you want in teaching. Now, ChatGPT and them kind of thing, DeepSeek and Gemini, they are cool things. But there's a specific skill set of things that teachers need to do, like lesson plans and schemes of work and breakdowns and all those different things that they have to do with respect to the syllabus, that it takes some work for you to prompt engineer AI to do it for you or to help you do it. It's also take your work to create like a slideshow of some particular topic. And it's also take work for you to create any sort of content, images, or whatever the case is. Because our syllabus is so weird in terms of the way that it approaches things. Most of the times when you ask AI to generate stuff for you, you're going to get a lot of content that is American-based school education. Mm-hmm. And you'll see things like K-12 inside of it. Instead of seeing standard 1, standard 2, you'll see grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. And there's a lot of stuff that takes place that does make teachers be like, hey, it's best I just do this for myself because it's not specialized enough. And I've experienced that firsthand because I've tried to help a lot of teachers with things and they were using AI because they had to do, there's this thing called DipEd where you have to, teachers just go for like a postgraduate diploma to basically move up the hierarchy chart in school. And they have to use different technology tools. And they would tend to come by me and ask me to help them with it. And they have to integrate AI into their lesson. But the lecturers just telling you integrate AI. But they're really not. There's no specialized tool for the Caribbean students. Yeah.
You saying all of this making me think that, there's a market opportunity to you have all these syllabi in terms of primary school and then secondary school. Try and train the AI on the syllabus, and more or less try and make it cater for the Caribbean region in terms of primary school, secondary school.
Yeah, but they go and train people without this thing being created.
So that's where they should probably focus, not just train people on this AI tool that not really catered for our region or our type of our syllabus, but look to train the tool on the syllabus so in turn it would be able to help the teachers.
Like, my company, we created an app that uses AI to answer questions about the syllabus. And I'll let you know, it was real hard to prompt engineer that AI to answer the questions the way things are stated in our syllabus. The way things stated in the CXC syllabus is very strange because there are a lot of inconsistencies. So sometimes they might have students should be able to, do this, then that, all of that separated by a comma. And then you'll have another part that says students should be able to understand this, comma, that, word, comma, space, and they should be able to. And we like, oh, damn it. Because when you have data, if the data not structured, you can't create like a way to process it now. Basically, information processing. Yeah. And I was like, this hard. But we figured it out. And we got it to answer most of the questions as best as possible for the syllabus. But I real concerned that they're going to create a pain point for teachers who probably want to use technology, but the tool is not. It's like you give people a dull a dull,
So,
a dull sword.
Was an example of a prompt. Say, all right, say a IT teacher or a maths teacher would like to ask ChatGPT to do, say
Give me a 30-minute lesson plan to teach information processing. Yeah. Something like that. But I'll probably the lesson plan will probably give you like a objective.
I guess if it's you probably have to say according to the CXC syllabus, CXC IT syllabus.
Mm-hmm. It will be like CX who? Yeah.
You sure?
Try and see. Try and see. If this thing has to make sense, the first part is AI sensitization, which is let people know, okay, it exists and you can use it. But any second part now would be which tools are they going to be training you on, and is the tool geared towards?
So this is something that you would be able to look at and see if it making sense, right?
Yeah, sure. Let me see now.
All right.
Because I could tell you from an IT teacher perspective, if it actually doable and if it actually follows what the syllabus requires for information systems. All right, so let me see. Lesson plan, information processing, objectives. All right, get students to introduce to this topic. What do you think happens when you submit a form online? Process, collecting, organizing, storing, and analyzing data to produce useful information, mention real-life applications. Number 2, stage of information, input, processing, sounds, feedback, adjusting. Yeah, so this going into CAPE. So some of the things that you're seeing here are what they would learn in IT at Form 6 level, but what is for Form 5 level.
Okay, I'll say, can you create...
And that thing that they say 10 minutes, I don't know. That would focus on what? Form 5? Huh. ChatGPT won last week, but we know.
Right, so one is, can you create a plan that would focus on the Form 5 level for the...
What? Just put it... Okay, yeah. Yeah. He's thinking.
It is CXC syllabus, okay.
The idea, go down. Okay. Go down. Yeah, hardware and software. Hardware and software totally disconnected from information processing when you're teaching it. So, yeah. So that hardware and software, that basically pulling from the first part of the syllabus. And you see the things about database management systems and all that not integrated into the information system syllabus in 6. Now, it should be. Now, while you're teaching, you should explain that. However, if you're teaching according to the syllabus, you will end up... you'll end up pushing too much crosswork on them. So, right. So, what I'm saying is, this is cool. Now, it is usable. I could take that and massage it into a lesson plan and get what I need to get done. But you realize you had to put a second prompt.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, and that... all right. I understand.
You think that people should just understand that AI is not a Swiss Army knife, and that is the problem. They think it's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, you can't expect to put one prompt and then it get exactly what you need. Because you yourself not going and come up with a lesson plan. How long was that? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? How long are you going to take to come up with a lesson plan?
Yeah.
How long is it take to come up with a lesson plan like that? An hour? I'm not sure.
Well, depend on how long you're teaching for. So for me, I teach in like 14 years.
Yeah.
I do my lesson plan in 20 minutes, right? And it will be totally tailored, proper, everything, whatever the case is, right? I may end up spending an hour prompting ChatGPT to change things or whatnot. No, because I'm smart enough to, when I say smart enough, because I'm knowledgeable enough to know the first prompt, the first thing that I get, I can just copy and paste that and then go and modify and change things. I'll probably get it done in 10 minutes instead because I got like half the text done for me. What I'm saying is, or what I'm worried about is other teachers, especially battle axe teachers who've been around for a long time, they're not going to fight through prompting, fixing, changing, whatnot, to understand that, okay, this thing gives you a start and then you just finish it. Because they'll just be like, I thought this thing was smart. And then
so Michaela, right? In your experience, let's say people like in your age group, right? Do they see having to do these additional prompts or whatever as like a issue? Like as Andre now mentioned, the battle axe people might see it as an issue. I personally, probably too much into it to see it as an issue. I think it being more efficient, but like you and say people around your age or in your field of work, people that see like, the whole having that prompt and probably a follow-up prompt as an issue or?
It depends. So if you're trying to get something done in a quote-unquote timely manner and you're telling ChatGPT or one of the other models to do X, Y, Z, and it keeps giving you ABC every single time, that is when it becomes frustrating and annoying when you have to keep correcting it over and over and over. But to make simple tweaks like the one we initially made, where we specify that, hey, this isn't for CAPE syllabus, it's for a CSEC syllabus, things like that. Those are small tweaks, so it's not as frustrating. But like Mr. Charles was saying, if you want to make it a proper lessons plan, you'll have to go back and tell it, hey, do not include inputs and outputs. Go back. Anything else it includes that not supposed to be there, you have to tweak it again and again and again and again, which could get frustrating for some people. But the main thing that I think the teachers should learn, that if they are using this tool, it would be learning how to properly develop the prompts. So prompt generation is the most important thing. If your prompt's bad, your output's going to be bad. Garbage in, correct, garbage out. He teach me that.
Thanks. Thanks. That's just, name drop. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing. Of course, like integrating it into the education system and whatnot is good, but our job is to like, think through it and think how it's going to be done. And I just believe that the way that people are going to be trained may not emphasize the patient aspect. Because whenever, not even with AI, like when it comes to computers and when it comes to like, okay, let me say that you had to set up a projector to project your slides for a class. It has some teachers, if that projector ain't come on in 30 seconds, they vex. And they're like, this technology is giving so much trouble. I thought this thing's supposed to work. It's best I just write on the board. Somebody give me a whiteboard marker. I'd have done finished writing on the board already. Or or the notes, or like Google Classroom. Or Google Classroom or Teams or all them kind of things. It'd be like, this thing does work. And just photocopy this thing from me and I'm going to give it out in the classroom because this uploading thing, whatnot, not working because the internet. And it's like, sometimes, in my humble estimation, dealing with teachers, we're very impatient with respect to technology because technology in education is supposed to make things easier. And the moment it slips and makes it a little more difficult, we just be like, nah, I don't want it anymore. I don't know how it's like for younger teachers, but the younger teachers that I may know, most of them are IT teachers, so they just make it work. But I don't know much younger teachers who teach other subjects. But that's my real concern with the AI part. It might sour people's taste more than be an appetizer, and that's concerning to me. That's concerning to me. But as for me, I'm making tests. From the time ChatGPT came out, I was like, okay, here's the syllabus content. Give me a 25-mark test for this. And then I was like, okay, no, take that. And now I have a test for every single topic in the syllabus for CSEC IT, for Computer Science Unit 1, Computer Science Unit 2, CAPE IT Unit 1, CAPE IT Unit 2. Every single test I have now was AI generated, and I just tweak it after. But I would have never, ever, ever be able to do that if I was going to type up and create my own test. The only difficult thing I had was creating like tables or illustrations, because sometimes you need to create like a fake website and put the image of the website and then let them answer questions about the website or how to code it or those kind of things. When it comes to images and whatnot inside tests, it's still difficult to do that. But in terms of taking the syllabus content and create a text-based test, all you have to do is say, okay, please provide a scenario and then ask questions about that scenario in networking. How should the networking on every single test? Yeah. And I do real work with that.
So like, will you explain there? Sure, then probably not going to do this. Will you explain there should be part of the whole lesson, or whatever initiative this is, right? So in terms of, you could show them the end result. It could be like, hey, you could get this whole 25 multiple choice or question thing for all your topics, Unit 1, Unit 2, CXC, everything. This is where you could get. But to get this, you need to do this, and this.
Yeah, and you have to work with it.
Yeah, so you kind of give them the apple, and then there's what you need to do to get the apple.
Yeah. And then you have the next part now, which is like access to technology in schools, Wi-Fi, laptops, all kind of different things. The distribution of laptops in schools for teachers is a technical thing. And then creating user accounts. Do you have to use the ministry's user account? If you're using the ministry's user account, there's a Microsoft account, so you had to use Copilot. And when you try to explain to them that Copilot is basically ChatGPT with a mask on, they will be like, what? Why? What was this Copilot thing? Oh, that's a different one. No, I'm using ChatGPT. Well, yeah, but you're actually using Copilot and all them things. Plenty.
So if this become available to you or other teachers in your school, you'll do it. You'll go and see what it's about for research purposes.
Of course, yeah, for sure. That's not even a question. Not just for research purposes, but I'm the kind of teacher that will go and learn how to do this just so I could go back and teach the staff and be like, hey, I did this, and anybody that wants to come and learn about it are willing to, because I really want to see it implemented. It's just the fear that people come in with. It's tricky to deal with. And the different innuendos, like language teachers will have different types of questions to PE teacher. They will have different types of issues that they will bounce up on.
They could do PE for CXC still?
Oh yeah, for CAPE too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a CAPE too now. And apparently the CAPE syllabus hard.
So like for PE, right? Well, I don't think I ever talked to her. For PE, you have like a practical part, right?
Yeah.
Do physical stuff.
For CSEC, you have to run like a tournament.
Yeah.
And for CAPE, you have to be able to plan for CSEC, you just have to run some games and like score a particular sport. For CAPE, you have to run a actual tournament, like, and do all of the non-PE things like budgeting and all kind of drama. Yeah, because sport is not just about playing, it's also about marketing and physical wellness.
It's more in the line like sports management.
Sports management, yeah, correct. Yeah, because when you go and do the degree in UE, it's sports management, not just PE. Yeah. But imagine a PE teacher trying to create some sort of tests or some sort of content from a LLM. Yeah. They're gonna be like, what kind of shipping is all they do? How me doing here? Because they done vex that P into like words now instead of just go and play a sport. That's
back in my time, I don't know if it's still on this. Back in when I was in secondary school, you had woodwork. Woodwork was a subject you could do in Form 5, and I don't know if it's still
like the prior senior comprehensive.
The boys used to do woodwork and the girls used to do homework.
And
I used to like when the girls do homework because they used to cook food.
They used to get food.
And the ones after that cook, you used to get some nice food to eat.
Yeah. What I was gonna ask you? Oh, Michaela, right? Where you working, right? When they're using, when you all started to use artificial intelligence or whatever LLM or whatnot, right? Was there training?
Yes. So there's a mandatory training module we have to do called AI prompt generation. So we have to learn how to efficiently use AI. Well, we have to learn how to efficiently generate prompts for any of the AI models we're using. We also had to undergo our training to learn what's okay information to feed to the model and what's not okay information to feed to the model.
Wait, okay. What is not okay? Like what? Curse words?
Client, no client data.
Privacy.
You cannot upload client data.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you got for me, I can't put the database table names and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So no sensitive information, no client data. If you want, you can make bogey data and use that, but no client files. No client files.
Hypothetically speaking, company X has
you could you could make up the company, you could make up what the company does, and you could give it fake information, but no real company at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
well,
because it could be a compliance issue.
Not mandatory training module is a video, or is like a person teaching you?
It's a combination of a video and questions you have to answer.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Yeah.
There's a company in the Ministry of Education. Anytime at our training sessions for free, teachers ain't going. They'll be like, oh, we have these training sessions during the July, August vacation. People will be like, July who? When? My vacation?
Nope.
What training for what? It's all kind of training that they ask me to go to for very, very weird things like nutrition in schools they have lots of training. So I could 100% see that they go and have this AI training available, and people just won't do it because it's not mandatory as part of your job description. Our job description is do a scheme of work, do the lesson plans, stick to that, make sure the children safe, teach them the syllabus. Wear clothes that not weird. Yeah, wear clothes that are vaguely stated in the teacher handbook. Your clothes must be looking good. Full stop.
That's what it does say? Looking good?
I'm paraphrasing,
Okay.
but yeah. Fitting of a educator, some kind of thing like that. And I'm like, is that a suit and tie or is it a polo and a jeans? We don't know. Yeah. So I'll definitely be following up on this.
Teachers didn't used to follow that at all.
Yeah, we can't go down that talk. At all because remember, I'm a teacher. I tell you, don't make me rant. All right, that's good. That's some good talk. Yeah, I'll definitely be following this up. And if I could find the website that they have posted there. Well, they have a website posted there. When you go to the website, you see nothing about it, which I told you all already about. So at some point in time, we might get an email about it. And I definitely want to find out.
Yeah, you'll be the man on the ground.
Kind of. Yeah. All right. Next up is B-Mobile is putting internet redundancy with a satellite. They partner with some company. So let me see if that making sense. If it making sense at all, I don't know. Right now you're listening to Training TechCast, and more than likely you know that I love technology a lot. But more so, I love teaching technology. I'm a CSEC IT and CAPE Computer Science and IT teacher, and I have classes that are available. So if you know anyone, any student that's looking for quality CAPE Computer Science or CSEC IT classes, you can check us out at 308-8799 on WhatsApp or makeITsimpleTT.com/register. You can get classes, notes, recordings, IA, SBA help, everything that you could think of that will get you that one in CSEC IT. So you can check us out. Back to the podcast. So watch this article here. Share this right. So in April last year, a fiber optic break by a bushfire in Tobago brought Tobago businesses to their knees. The break in lines caused a severe telecommunications outage on the island. Blah 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 blah. All right. Next week, the telecommunications company is set to unveil a solution to the April 2024 emergency at the Energy Conference, as B-Mobile Business has partnered with Neptune Communications, a satellite company, to provide a service which would improve business continuity and disaster recovery. They said Neptune reportedly approached TSTT with the suggestion to use their satellite. It gives the business that extra resiliency, especially in cases of acts of God. It could share some real-life stories because of disasters. You would have lost traditional connectivity that's created by fiber and mobile. Satellite connectivity gives that extra layer of resiliency for those organizations or business that always have to stay connected. And then they say a lot of words about how satellites work and how it points to the sky, and fiber optic cables. They have problems and whatnot. But my question is, how much bandwidth can B-Mobile get from this particular satellite to ensure that it's a viable backup? Because if you think about it, a backup not supposed to be 100% of your capacity, right?
Yeah.
But in comparison from a fiber optic cable to satellite is a big drop. Big drop in terms of latency and speed. And I'm not too sure how much of a dent it will make if that fiber optic cable breaks again, because it'll just be like dial-up internet. I don't know if it'll be dial-up internet, but it's the whole of Tobago. And if the whole of Tobago, ATMs and banks and all them things just start to strain the satellite connection, it might as well be nothing. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it would depend on what type of guarantees Neptune could give them, or the track record, that type of thing. But yeah, fundamentally, you would have a drop off in terms of the type of service you would get from fiber versus satellite. You know, I was just looking at some of the background. you know, they actually, let me just send the link. They actually licensed to operate in Trinidad.
As a cell phone provider or something? I mean,
as by the Telecommunications Authority.
Oh, for real? That I don't know. Michaela, you ever use internet in Tobago?
Yeah.
It was horrible. The one time I went.
Yeah, but I can't remember, no? It's none to write home about. Or I think I tried playing Smite and it was sticking. But at that point in time, my laptop was also slow. So it could be my laptop. Either or.
I used to be right next to the router and you get like 5 megabits.
Let's get away flow right now.
5 megabits? You need to switch to digital.
Listen. It's only flow and digital up here, and then digital does want to report you to the credit bureau if you do pay on time and all that.
Let me tell you what's the solution to that. You gotta pay a bill. Yeah,
but like if your portal down and I can't pay
then
them.
Mobile app. If the portal down, you can use your mobile.
How we reach the bill payments, I'm not too sure. But yeah, let's just say, my ISPs have a credit because there's no way you come around and tell me I don't have internet. if I do have internet, I am going to be unhappy. Yeah.
I have like a, you know, it's how I internal clock to tell you when to wake up. At the end of every month, I just had that to tell me, all right, go and check all your bills. Internet, phone,
listen, the amount of times you're trying to pay a flow bill, the flow online portal down, when you're trying to pay via something else, that down too. So they're disconnecting you, but it's like, so if everything down, how am I supposed to get you the money?
Yeah, don't go in the line and pay cash. CASH.
Plus it out, you can do it via online banking too. From your online account, do ACH transfer.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea. Well, I don't pay the bill. So
yeah, but you know, put that in place. That makes sense for Gen whatever you are.
Z.
That should be standard. Should be standard. Yeah. Okay. When I was in Tobago, man, I ain't gonna lie. In the teens, 18, 17, 18, 19, 2019 and whatnot, the internet was horrible.
Yeah.
Piss poor. After COVID, I would have gone to Tobago a few times since then, and I see a 25 megabits and thing a few times, you know. Based on the place I was staying was like in Scarborough and very, very close to the fiber optic cable are coming in by Pigeon Point. So I was like, I get any water when it now coming now. But I know further up, Palo Tuve and them places up on the northeastern side, it's best they don't have internet. It's best you just like be like, hey, what? We don't have internet up here because we're trying to, you know, interact with our roots. Imagine I use my data. Like, it had a flow Wi-Fi there. I connected to it, and I was like, it didn't make sense. Let me use my data. My data was on Edge. I just like that. I was fast. Well, the WhatsApp message was able to go through.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, up there, that is pain. So in terms of the
you could on this article I sent you could share, they actually went into the speeds and whatever that you could get via Neptune.
Which part is that way? What to search for?
Right below the picture. Right,
Neptune's packages are not state of the art in terms of speed. Download speeds are between 10 and 45 megabits per second, and uploads between 2 and 5. This is satellite? This is okay, there's a satellite, yeah. 10 and 45? Okay.
That range well wide though.
No, think of it, right? This is for one person's commercial, one person paying for this commercially, right? How much bandwidth TSTT getting from them to provide our backup? What 1 gigabit per second bandwidth range that will go and get spread out between everybody, 2 gigabits, 3 gigabits, what? Because satellite have a cap. That's why Elon had to send 6,000 satellites in the air, because there's only so much you could get from a satellite with that distance you're traveling, and with geostationary orbit and all them kind of drama, it just can't go as fast, which is why satellite never took off really big until Elon bribed people whoever it is, to get all the satellites in the air.
As you're talking about, all right, in that same paragraph there, they talk about Starlink being competition for them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why not go with Starlink?
Well, to go with Starlink, that means each individual business in Tobago will have to
have the
purchase their own. This thing here is through your service provider who's providing a backup and saying, okay, well, maybe when they raise the prices, they'll say, well, yeah, because we now have redundancy, your prices have gone up in Tobago because we're making sure that the internet stay up. But I'm concerned that it's going to be slow, very slow, and
most likely will be.
So Starlink actually does offer this service in terms of being the backup for your enterprise. Well,
okay.
It could function as an internet backup for existing ISP. So there would be competition with Starlink.
Yeah, and I know a few folks with Starlink, and they had no problem in life in the bush. None. Internet is consistent at pumping, rain, sunshine, Sahara dust, wherever it is, them real good. The only reason I do have Starlink is because it's still more expensive than my current ISP.
Yeah.
So if it
like 500 or something.
No, 345 I think.
345
for the basic one. Yeah, but yeah, the moment one of my ISPs raise their price on par with Starlink, I'll be like, bye-bye, I gone. Unless Starlink decide to raise their price too, which most likely they will end up having to do because their mass market strategy is corner the market and then start to raise the price like Netflix.
Yeah. Like with Starlink, right? You could potentially take that anywhere in the world and it should work.
Yeah, anywhere in the world. You take that wherever. And they have a portable one. They have a smaller portable one and less bandwidth. But yeah, anywhere you want, set up that Starlink and your same account going and work wherever. Unless the country doesn't have the telecommunications license for Starlink to operate, which is like one of those North Korea, them kind of places. Yeah, can't just maybe parts in China, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't just do that. So was the odds of the fiber optic cable getting damaged again? Let me hear you. 1 out of 10. Okay, let me hear all the over under.
Within like the next 5 years, I'll give it like a 3 out of 10, you know? But within
you
next
think
10
that
years,
fiber optic cable that in Tobago that linking to Tobago go down and get damaged once in the next 5 years?
Yeah. I have high hopes for it, but like in the next 10 years, no, in the next 7 years, yeah, it's for sure getting damaged. For sure.
Okay. 5
years, it'll be good. By the 7th year, nope.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, it would, chances are it could probably get damaged, but I think by then you'd have enough redundancy in place for it not to be an issue like last year. Because I think was either Digicel or somebody else actually do a new fiber.
Yeah, a brand new cable, yeah. So Digicel customers don't have this issue. But my question, I don't know what to say about the redundancy part because it'll be real hard for them to run an X-fiber cable to say, well, it's redundant because they'll have to pick a new point and the only point that you could run it from is Toco.
Digicel a fee.
I don't think that's how businesses work between those guys, but
now now Digicel using parts of the mobile network for certain things and they pay them a fee.
I think it's a really huge fee. I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine it's a very huge fee. But I understand what you're saying. So let's just be happy that there is redundancy. Yeah, let's just be happy that there is redundancy and maybe a WhatsApp message will still be able to go through.
And Zuckerberg running some cables he passing through this part of the world.
Zuckerberg trying to connect the whole world on his own cable so that he don't have to pay anybody else. So he just this is the Facebook cable. This is the Meta cable. And that Meta cable is only for our traffic. So nobody could come and tell us anything. Which is, when you have trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, no Meta is a $1 trillion company, no, it's only Apple and Microsoft and Alphabet.
NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And NVIDIA,
NVIDIA yet?
Yeah, no, NVIDIA is the one, yeah. But they lose all sort of market cap last week because of DeepSeek. So we don't have to drop down to the 100 billions again. You never know. But yeah, when you had that kind of money, it's probably real hard to think about what you want to invest in. It's probably very difficult to strategically decide, okay, let's invest in the metaverse. No, let's invest in VR. No, let's invest in a cable. Yeah, the cable is the safest thing. What if we invest in this cable and then eventually all our services die? We could rent the cable out to somebody else who's probably next big thing and tell them, okay, you could use this for your data. I think that makes sense, honestly. But yeah. All right, when I go to Tobago this year, all right, I don't know what to expect.
I have no clue when I go into Tobago again.
Yeah, he used to go to the States, born on Tobago. Let's move on to the last article, which is what type of phone you have, and do you actually have an Apple device when you have a Samsung device? This one might get a little deep. So we gotta go into some specs. We'll be back. So y'all heard about the Galaxy S25, right?
Nope.
I heard about it like 20 minutes ago.
Wait. Both of you don't know that the Galaxy S25 launched like last 2 weeks ago?
So I probably a special case because I never had a Samsung and not really into that.
But every year in January the new Galaxy S phone is launched. Like
I know that every fall the iPhone is launched.
Yep, same.
I out here like knowing very unnecessary things in life. That way trying to tell me like because I know that.
It's very, very necessary to a group of people who like Android and Samsungs in particular.
I don't care anything for Samsung. Like on any circumstance. I just hate the fact that everybody else associates Samsung with Android and think that, okay, once you have a Samsung phone, you are the Android representative of the world. No, you're not. No, you are not.
Which S is what? Galaxy S? Which one are we trying on? The 25?
25, yeah. Because in 2020, there was like S20, and now it makes sense that when you're in 2025, you'll get the 25.
Yeah.
Because that's just maths. Yeah. Like progression. So the S25 and S24, they launched, and they're basically the same thing.
It's the wrong article.
You're wrong article.
Yeah. I inside here now. Right, yeah. So what's your picture? Mm-hmm. Which one is the 25? Which one is the 24?
The 25 is the one to the left.
Yeah, left. Had to be one in left.
Yeah. The camera's bigger.
It just looked newer.
Okay, the camera not bigger. The camera is the exact same thing. They just put a bigger ring around it. Right? Which we will get.
Yeah, same thing. It looked bigger to the average person. Just
you see what they do there?
It looks fancier, you know? Mm-hmm. Looks less cheap.
Yeah. So at first glance, the S25 looks similar to the S24, but under the hood, there's a new chipset, enhanced AI features, and slight design tweaks that make it feel a bit more modern. If you're coming from an older phone or care about having the latest tech, the S25 might catch your eye. But if you already own a S24, the upgrades might not feel significant enough to warrant an immediate switch. Where have I heard this statement before? I have heard this statement for the past 4 years. The iPhone 13 looks a lot like the iPhone 12. If you are coming from getting a new phone, you may want to get it. But if you're on a 12 already, there's no need to upgrade. Yeah. 1 year later, the iPhone 14 looks exactly like the iPhone 13, but it has a new whatever bionic chip that does a little more AI features. But
I would say with phones, like I have an iPhone 12, and I saw somebody with a 14, and it was like, I wouldn't mind having a 14. So it could probably say 2 year or 3 year increments. That's when it might start making sense. But 1 year increments, I mean, at the end of the day, right? What else you gonna, and how much you could really innovate in a year on a phone that kind of, like most phones kind of feeling like it reaching the saturation point. They try the flip phones.
Reaching or has reached?
Hold on,
I think it has reached.
Yeah, it probably reached, you know. So
you having driver issues with your camera.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
We just have a blank screen there.
Right,
okay,
so
cool.
With the Pixel, right? With the Pixel. How often a Pixel has come out? Every year?
Every year, yeah.
And yes, you could feel the difference, or like it's feel like it will be worth it to upgrade your phone every year, based on in terms of the features coming out.
I buy a Pixel 8 for my wife, and I was like, my Pixel 6 is pretty good right now. If I see her using the phone, so, OBS
so
come
like
up
like
the
pressure.
From the 23 to the 24. So right now you're comparing the 24 to the 25, right? And you're saying that, you know, it kind of feel like it's an iPhone we're talking about. But if you compare the 23 to the 24, that was more in line with
the 23 to the 24 had new cameras. Mm-hmm. The new camera thing, that was the biggest issue. But this one, let me show you the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm zooming on the table a little bit for you to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Galaxy S25, Snapdragon 8 Elite, Snapdragon Gen 3. They 37% faster, 30% faster, 40% faster NPU. All that is Apple numbers you're basically talking about it. Faster, doing what? Like, is it noticeably faster to anybody, to anything like that? Okay, next thing is advanced ray tracing and Vulkan API improvements. Ray tracing on our phone is...
Yeah, definitely.
That basically lying to you because you not playing a game on a phone for ray tracing. You're playing a game on a phone because it's portable. Right, Michaela? And you care about that? Like?
Well, some people are really big phone gamers. I prefer to just use a PC, but like if you're playing games like PUBG and I don't know, like other games on your phone. Yeah, some people care about that.
I sure if you look at
people care about ray tracing playing PUBG.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I sure if you look at who's the number one mobile gaming
Block Blast
or Candy Crush or something like that.
No, Candy Crush was way back. Yeah, you're showing the age. Right? Block Blast is the new game.
Block Blast.
And on all the kids.
No, not just kids. I'm talking about. All right, let me check. What is the number one?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. That's I want to hear what your Google search or your AI search comes up with.
Yeah, top charts. Block Blast is on the top. Yeah, look, Roblox is third. You need ray tracing for Roblox.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Make everything run nice and fast. You know,
ray tracing is for run. Ray tracing is for the effective reflection of light. And so that you could see reflections in water and things. Roblox don't have water in it. Roblox have splotches of color on the ground.
It depends on the game.
Yeah,
I haven't played Roblox in years, but
yeah,
number one on iOS.
Yeah, my daughter
I have no clue what Block Blast is.
It's Tetris with like is a weird Tetris where you could like Tetris points going in all different directions. Hey, my daughter. Couldn't beat a stage, and she come and bring it for me and said, "Daddy, beat this summer." And I was like, "How does game does work?" And I just kind of finesse the game and be like, "Okay, just logical, do that." And I beat the stage for her, and she was like, "How you do that?" I was like, "Well, games are made by humans, and when humans make a game, there's always some sort of logic to beat it." Anyhow, long story short, nobody cares about ray tracing on our phone. So, right, slimmer bezels.
Subway Surfers still. Is that thing,
Oh, I should reinstall Subway Surfers, I'm doing now.
It had a resurgence. Now, the reason I know this is because in school, when children on the phone, I pay attention to what they're doing on their phone. So when I confiscate somebody's phone and I realize they was playing Block Blast, I'll be like, "Here, go ahead, finish playing it. Just don't play it. Don't play it while I'm teaching." But if you're on your phone and you're on socials, I'll take your phone and tell you, "Nah, you ain't getting that back." But if you play a game and thing in class, I can't get vexed with you because why not? Yeah. Slimmer bezels and refined ergonomics with softer edges. That's a new thing on the S25. Again, that sounds very Apple keynote-ish, right? Slimmer, everything thinner, ergonomics, softer edges. It makes you feel like
lighter by 6 grams.
6 grams, yeah.
Whoa.
This fits in your purse and bag, yeah. Exact same size screen, 6.2-inch screen with new Pro Scaler engine. What is a Pro Scaler engine and who cares about it? It's going to show you all the information. But here's the difficult part. It's the exact same camera hardware. Like, not even Apple does do that. Apple has at least give you like some weird megapixel thing, which is smoke and mirrors to tell you that it could do so and so and so and so, but like it is on the iPhone.
Right. I get what you're saying. The camera is the same and the battery is the same. So that's basically the same phone.
Same phone.
Yeah. No.
Did they lower the price to the 24?
Well, yeah, by default, it'll go down. I think it went down by like on Amazon, it went down by $200 US or some kind of thing like that. But the I was going to say? Oh, yeah, the thing I want to say now. The cult of Samsung is a real thing. And there are people who are going to swear by their Samsung and tell you everything that's bad about Apple and what their Samsung could do, right? And when I bounce up those people, I have two options. Run or do the thing where you look at people straight in the face and not hear what they're saying and just think about other things in life, right? I'd be like, I don't really want you to tell me about your Samsung and blah, blah. What kind of phone? And then it asks me what kind of phone I have. And then I had to be like, okay, two options again. Do I explain to them the whole concept of Android and how it could be on any phone? Or do I just say, yeah, I have one of them Chinese phones. It's called a Pixel. And they'd be like, I hear about that Pixel thing, But yeah, the cult of Samsung is kind of stupid, for lack of a better word. Are they encroaching into Apple territory stupid? That's my question.
No, well, I don't know. Like, I don't come across people like that. Like, nobody I know does come and ask me what phone I have or if they have a Samsung. I don't know. Nobody does. Well, I don't know, probably know I would just ignore them or just, yeah. But I don't really care about them type of things. Not too much.
I don't know.
Like if you have a Samsung, I have an iPhone, that's just your and like for me, that's just your preference. They're my preference. Your phone probably better than mine, but I just prefer this.
You're a mature human being. Michaela, in your spheres, do you still bounce up them weirdos as want to be talking about phones and things, which one better than the other?
To an extent, yeah, but it's never be too deep. It's more like, hey, this camera is better than this camera, or this phone is better than this phone. Right.
So the selfie had to get taken in the party. Who phone they taking it with?
iPhone.
Whoever had the newest iPhone.
Yep.
Whoever have the newest iPhone, their phone. Yep.
Yeah.
And the Samsung person, they'll be like, but my phone could take a better picture.
No, there's actually iPhone person.
Yeah. That's my experience too.
Yeah. And that's why we go have a problem eventually.
No, because you know why does do that quick? Literally see the results. Like I would take a picture, the Samsung person would take a picture. These phones are probably come out the same year with an eye at each other, and for some reason the iPhone pictures just generally
because
look better.
They tune it to their screen. Like
no.
if you take a raw image from both of them, like our Samsung phone was taking a better picture for like 4 years now. But the thing is, I would bounce up people like that because they think I care about them things now. Because they're like, hey, he's the tech guy. He's the like IT guy. He's the IT teacher, whatnot, yeah. And then they will ask me those questions. No, because it has some people I respect. I know about them things, and I know about the thing called DSO mark, which is basically the camera testing as the scientific methods and all that kind of thing. And for a long time, like a Samsung raw image is way better than a Apple iPhone raw image. But the way that you manufacture your phone and the screen, you could display it on your screen and make it look brighter and sharper by doing all the software things that you have to do, so that when you look at it on the screen, it will actually look better. And them kind of things, I hate to have to explain to people. But when the Samsung cult find you, they just find you. So you'll never experience them before.
They're probably not to stay away.
But the horde knows how to find me. And so what you think about the S25? And I had to be in our class. And because I love my students, you had to interact with them now. And you had to go through this kind of talk. And then the iPhone people will be like, no, but my iPhone better. So which one you have? I'll be like, okay, yeah. But now, the Samsung cult's going to have like a bigger problem, which is they're going to get baited into getting an S25, and they'll just upgrade it for no reason. Because
at least make a camera better or improve your battery life. That's like the bare minimum. If you ain't doing that, then it ain't making no sense. But
they will throw in the word AI now and say, well, has AI capabilities and
everything. Like my iPhone 12 has AI capabilities. I just had the ChatGPT app.
Exactly.
Yeah, when that happen, yeah. All right, so all the educated listeners out there, don't fall into the Samsung cult, please. Because if Samsung start to do this every year now, then that means they realize something. They realize, yeah, they're going to upgrade it anyhow because we tell them that they have to. And that's not a good technological place to be in. It is not a good technological place to be in, doing it because you have to.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well buy an iPhone.
And upgrade it every. You know, the hardest part is how they explain to them. They'll be like, yeah, but people in the States upgrade the iPhone every year. Yeah, because they paying that on they bill. Like it's literally in their carrier bill that they paying a lease. And every time a new one come out, they get it. So their phone bill is not a phone bill. Their phone bill is a rental bill. And it's like, no, sir, you're lying. I'll be like, no, that's how the thing does work. And Samsung does do the same thing too. Like, y'all get your head out of the technological matrix. Get what works for you. But then, long story short, Samsung pulling a fast one of the S25, which you all didn't know existed, but now you know. Thank you very much to the Trini Tech Cast for letting the wonderful folks know that a Samsung exists. Yeah, Samsung S25 exists.
You know, I'll probably shame to say, the last time I was that whole S series was on my radar, I was like S6 something. That was the last time, really.
Oh my goodness. Wow. No.
That was like, I actually held that S6 in my hand. And so to
Mom,
hear...
make it sound like it's a baby, yes? Like
to hear that it reached S25 now, it's like,
it's all grown
come a long way.
Well,
like.
They do a real time jumper because they went from S6 to S9 and then from S10, they went to S20.
Yeah.
So in 2019 was the S10 and then from 2020 it was like, yeah, we're going to go 20 up now. And because the numbers wasn't matching up with iPhone. So they're like, if we get the numbers to be bigger than iPhone, it will seem bigger in the eyes of people. Because iPhone 13 is not as good as a Galaxy S23. Yeah, and that's the marketing pitch behind them kind of stuff. Okay.
I think the S6 was the one where the screen kind of curved down or something.
Yeah. That was the S6 Edge. The Galaxy S Edge, yeah.
Then the Note was the one that used to explode in the plane.
The Note 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Note 7.
Yeah.
Note
that
7
was when
one that was
I actually, Samsung was like, you know, kind of keeping up with it. That was last time. Since then.
Yeah, since then it was like, get a phone works, keep phone. Keep the phone. You have a S20, Michaela? That's like
S20 FE. Yeah, so FE is fan edition.
Fan edition. Yeah. How that working?
My battery, I keep getting battery degradation notifications every single day. My battery health is on I think 70%. It has to change eventually. The screen crack up. But you know what? It works fine. Besides that, I need to change the battery, but I don't like the battery prices. I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. I could just buy a new phone. But I'm trying to upgrade. Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to upgrade to iPhone 14, but
16 coming out this year.
I'm not paying that amount of money for a phone, for an iPhone in Trinidad and Tobago. People just snatch iPhones. You go to a party with your iPhone, you're not coming back with it. Nope.
But then,
I'm not doing that.
Okay, wait. Since you was being parties and thing, what did us do with the iPhone when they snatched it if it iCloud lock?
Listen, I do not know. I didn't even know people
used
to steal phones like that.
You never talk to a shady person who knows about these things and they'd be like,
you know what it is do? They try to come to people like me and you to unlock it. That's what it is do.
Yeah.
You are 100% correct.
Yep.
Shady people reach out to me already. So you could unlock, to unlock an iPhone. Like, no.
Yeah, boy. I didn't even know iPhones got stolen that much until I went to Holy Name. And at least every weekend, somebody phone get thief from a party. And I'm like, bro, how? Everybody's phone keeps getting stolen. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no.
do something with your life and like not thief an iPhone because, okay, I could understand if you steal an Android phone pre-2020, Android phone didn't have any like lock on it with your Google account or whatnot. But after they reach like Android 10 or 11 or some kind of thing like that, once you thief a phone and your factory set it and it restart, you have to put back any email that was on the phone before, right? And to break that is almost like the iCloud lock, same kind of drama, right? So, thief an Android phone, you may still be caught in the past. But iCloud lock out since 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. Like, how you still thieving iPhones and just getting bricks? Stop it. But, yeah, I'll just...
Yeah, could they sell any bricks to unsuspecting people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll put it on and be like, you see the old welcome screen to set up?
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah. And then they do sell, and then they do go and meet them in front of a police station and they take the money and the phone and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it in front of a police station. Okay. Carnival coming up, so keep your iPhone safe because people still think that they could like unlock them. The only people I know that can unlock iPhone is people in Israel who have that software called what's the name of the software, boy? Pegasus. Pegasus. So that time I tried to download the Pegasus software, but you had to pay like $5,000 US for it or some kind of thing like that.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, and that was just for the basic software, like cracking capabilities go up as you want to do more. You add plugins and things that in-app purchases are not gonna travel. Like,
you think the government have access? Well, purchase something like that. Have access to something like that? Why not?
Never.
Well, why wouldn't they do something like that?
Because you just had to pay them things on time, or else they just take away access.
Is that like a subscription?
Yes, correct, correct. And if you don't pay for it, your subscription is invalid and your license will be revoked and you wouldn't be able to authenticate to the server.
And now is if the government had a credit score that would be negative.
Horrible. They take years to pay back people for things.
Yeah, I still waiting on my, I see Imbert say again, your tax return. I waiting on my tax return 3 years now.
Well, you might get 3 of them in a row and you might be able to buy something nice.
Come in handy.
Because trust me, I want to buy something nice too.
Yeah, I could buy the iPhone 16.
Yeah. As soon as your phone fall down, let your daughter trade on my mistake.
You know, with my phone size never porn, like a screen protector and my screen does never crack or nothing.
Because you're an adult, you're a responsible adult. Like, let's just get that out of the way again.
I think I realize like that's what it is because this phone has like lasted me the longest because usually I would go through phones like every like 6 to 8 months. I can mash up a phone.
Okay, so you're trying to say you're not a responsible adult?
No. Well, now I'm a responsible adult, so now the phone is actually lasting. You know?
Right. Okay. I get you.
Yeah, I bought this phone in like 2022, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's time for us to go. Let's recap what we spoke about today. We spoke about what could go wrong with teachers and AI. And the Tobago internet redundancy with our satellite, what it will look like, if it will actually work, and the implications of it. And Samsung and Apple being one and the same, as what we just spoke about there, which is the S25 and S24. They're the same thing. You ever saw the meme from The Office? They're the same thing.
The Office?
Yeah, the two pictures. I wanted to tell the difference.
You never watch The Office?
Yeah, I watched The Office like twice.
I haven't. But I know the meme.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I understand why you haven't watched it, Michaela, but The Office, yeah, that's something that you could watch twice. There are a few things in the world you can watch twice, but The Office is one.
I started watching it the second. You know what I watched twice? Breaking Bad.
Yes, correct. Ooh, Breaking Bad is something that you could watch twice.
I keep starting it and then getting distracted.
Yeah, they start off slow. But
yeah, but there's levels to this thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my name is Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT. You find me on the internet at doing schoolwork and all that different stuff. That's what most people know me for. However, the Trinity TechCast is my new fun place to be. And I love to be here. And I'll let every other co-host say something nice about themselves because...
yeah, well, my name is Akim there. Yeah, the Trinity TechCast. How much more weeks to carnival? 3 more weeks?
Woo! I have no clue, but
so.
woo!
Yeah, 3 more weeks to carnival. Well, how long I ain't going anywhere for carnival? Probably since before COVID.
Can't relate. I'm outside next week. I'm outside next week.
Outside next week. You know what I mean, right? That you going out.
Yeah, we outside, yeah. I know that part. Yeah. All right, shout out to the 12 people that watch the video on YouTube. Hey, on our new channel. Was it one of y'all? I don't know. We have 2 subscribers, but don't worry. I'm going to start
I'm one of these subscribers.
Hey! 2 subs and a notification.
The video actually came up on my feed, my YouTube feed. This week, yeah.
Because it was so fresh, It was so fresh.
Nice.
We're still working on the shorts because had a little copyright issue with the music, so we couldn't make too much shorts of it. But I think all them things just learn along the way because YouTube does lie to you and just be like, oh yeah, this is fully non-copyrighted. You could use this, and when you put it up, flag.
Yep.
Flagged, yeah. But that's part of it, yeah. All right, yeah, Michaela, you're sorry, I cut you off, my bad.
Oh yes, I'm Michaela Noel. You'll see me in a fete. Also the Trinidad cast, you know. But yes, you'll see me in a fete.
Oh yes.
Say hi.
Weeks, yeah. All right, we'll see how it goes next week Sunday. Yeah. Somebody might be coming in with what's called this thing, paint.
Nah, paint is not next week yet.
Nah, yeah, that's later on.
Yeah.
So
that
next week.
Stink and
I'm not going stink and dirty, and because the stink and dirty in south is in south. South is too far, and then the stink and dirty in tongue just be little getting. I went once.
I'm not getting offended.
Listen, so far. The stink and dirty in town is be good.
That's not before you go on. Where do you consider south beginning?
After Couva.
Okay, that's okay.
The judgment, the condescension.
After Couva is still central, but that could work.
That's out.
To the folks that's still listening right now, we thank you for your for your patience and listening to us. We'll be back next week as we talk about more technology and find out what Fet Michaela went to. Bye-bye. We gone. Later.
Toodles.